Hello everyone. You joined me at a bit of an odd time. So I had a daily quest to take out some of the goblins, the goblin camp, and I've already completed it, but I really want to get so this guy dropped his staff, and then the main ogre boss, which might spawn in a bit, drops his hammer other areas. Oh shit. Up his hammer and oh crap. Dropped his hammer and drops his his helmet. And they're very low chances of drops. I actually found a little trick the other day to beating this guy quickly. For some reason, oh, that's my money. For some reason, I'm not sure why I'm lagging here. For some reason, the Goblin Chief can't jump out of these two trees here. So my usual plan is just to kind of trap him between these trees when he goes to jump for me, and then just wail at him with the two spears. And that's actually where I got the idea in the first place to dual wield the spears like this. Because it was so effective against this guy. When I can actually hit him. It was so effective against this guy. That let me actually heal real quick. That I've just made it part of my arsenal. It works really well for when I have arrows because these guys can be repaired. Still no staff drop. Oh no, the goblin got out of the tree. It's not foolproof. You know, it's not like he's actually stuck here. It just when he aggroes on me, he just didn't have much space to move outside. That's my guess. But yeah, I won't spend too long doing this. We'll just take on this one time. I'll probably farm for this stuff off camera one day, just me, myself, and watch a live stream or two. And still nothing. Come on, really? Okay, I'll take care of these last couple, shaman. What are they called? Voodoo magicians? I think shaman's the right term for them. And that's nothing. Okay. So let's head back to... oh, what's one more? One more. Come on. Dang it. I was lucky enough to even get the spears. So... oh, great. This guy's here now. Yeah, let's leave before we get killed. I've already died quite a lot. Earlier today. Oh, one more. Oh crap, I didn't realize that guy was there! God damn it. This is what I get for pushing my luck. Anyways, I'm gonna go get my stuff back, and then we'll head back to the town to claim my daily rewards. And here we are at Hullbreaker's Rest, the main town. At least in beta. I really want one of those, like, healing staffs, because the food is good, you know, obviously. But on hard mode, your regeneration is a lot slower. Oh, someone's there. One quest done, quest number 2, and quest number 3. 302. What is my slowness? Oh, probably just because I'm talking to this guy. Anyways, so that puts us at 200 short of what I want to get. Which, if we just walk over here... I made it right, yeah, I made it. Okay, good. So, we go over here, talk to the blacksmith. I want to get this sword. The Star Surge sword. 512 doubloons. So, yeah, it's quite a lot. Has 100% critical rate on enemies, so that's really good. Well, on like monsters, anything PvE related, they'll do more damage on. Plus, it had this really cool like star animation. Might have mentioned that the first time I talked about the sword. That reminds me of one of the weapons from Terraria. I think it's called like Star Flurry, something like that. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, so we'll return home, and then we will about what we want to do today. Well, I know what I want to do today. I want to work more on our basement, because last time we just left it in like a tunnel. So we got a plan what we're going to put in there. I know I want a little desk to record the intro bits, and I want a little exit passage from Steam, just on the off chance that I might need it. And when that's set up, we can hopefully dive into joining whatever plotline going on. I know there's like an infection plotline going on, that's what I mentioned at the beginning of episode 2. I don't know if it's still going on. I know there's like an infected base. I need to speak with someone who's in on the lore and kind of ask them to catch me up on some stuff, because I am very behind. That's kind of what I get for being a bit of a recluse. Where my old base used to be. But we just need to kind of dig out a room. We just gotta dig out some space here. I forgot a door. I wanted to put a door where the hatch is to the redstone area, just to look nicer. That's the wrong button. Where is... Here it is. Copper door. Bucket. I still love this door so much. It is so cool. It's also really funny because I've recorded episode 2 while episode 1 wasn't edited yet, and now I'm recording episode 3, and I still haven't gotten around to editing episode 2 just yet. Actually, let me pick this up real quick, because I'm backtracking a lot here. So my color palette for this, normally for like a feature lab type thing, I would do like quartz, but quartz is really expensive, and while I'm trying to save up for that sword, I don't want to be using any like expensive blocks to buy like with the balloons. So instead, we're going to be using a very similar color palette to what I used down there, which is the polished deep slate and the dark oak. Just because, you know, I have a lot of those blocks, and I want to use them. Can I break this block? I can. Good. But yeah, I'll probably do the tunnel off camera just because that'll take an extremely long time. But I do want to just make, like, you know, like just carve out a room. Something else I have to keep in mind is... Oh crap, hold up. That's polished deep slate stairs. Deep slate stairs. I was about to say something. This might actually be something I'm not supposed to see. Something I'm supposed to talk about, or not talk about, something I'm supposed to mention is that, as I said earlier, or in another video, we shared the space with another group. So not only do I not want to encroach on Santa's territory, but I also don't want to encroach on my fellow faction members' territory either. That's the real worry at this stage. Like at first I thought I hit something from Santa, but then I realized no, I just hit my neighbor's base from the bottom. Which, considering the fact that my neighbor's base is a hobbit hole, it's probably better if I make this go down instead of like straight ahead. Like we do a little cutout here, and then we make a little chute going down. Yeah, we'll get digging, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we've dug down pretty far, I think. Like, I'd guess. Well, not pretty far, but we dug down a good amount. So we're just gonna keep on digging, and then I will... Oh wait, hold on, what's this? Okay, that's just what I dug earlier. I'm trying really hard to make sure I don't, like, dig into my faction mates' bases. Oh, but yeah, so I'm gonna time lapse the rest of this, and then we'll go from there. I don't know why I thought that would be longer. That was a very, very short time lapse. I should maybe paused it and like talked a bit and then came back to do the filling in, but I feel like, you know, since I didn't do any of the interior of my base on camera, I might as well do this on camera. So I don't actually know what's gonna go in here. This is kind of like my study, but I haven't actually planned how it's gonna look. I just thought, you know, let's get the hole in. I'll probably pause, go through the creative world, plan it out a bit, and then go from there. But I thought, you know, hey, might as well get started on the building and go from there. Also, you can tell how much I've been building by how long or by how close to breaking my pickaxe is. Being able to repair it is so nice. I'm so glad that's a feature. But, oh, actually, we got one more wall to do. That done. So yeah, we do need to figure out what we're going to do for this here. Like I said, I was thinking about doing like a switching mechanism between a bubble column and not. But we'll have to be bubble column and magma because otherwise the water's gonna go nowhere. So yeah, I'll have to plan it out. So I'm gonna have to cut the video here, or cut the recording here, and then I'm gonna go plan it out, and then I'll be back. We are here in a creative world, so I can kind of show the redstone switching thing that I found from a TikTok user and YouTuber by the name of Savfk. So basically, we have a sticky piston here, soul sand, magma cube, then a redstone dust here, redstone torch here, redstone dust, and a sticky piston here. When we flick the lever, it powers the redstone dust, which powers the piston pushing the soul sand up. Then, at the same time, because this is powered, it depowers the torch, which depowers this dust, which depowers the piston over here, which pulls the magma cube out of the way. The only issue is, of course, is that it needs a lever, or like a button tied to like a T-flip-flop or something, but it needs a constant power source. You can't just, you know, I just broke that block. You can't just have it on the button because it would just be too... it would just be too fast. So, I put it on a pressure plate. So now when we step on it, it will switch to the soul sand, and when we step off, it switches back to the magma cube. Now, this works, and it works somewhat well. There is an issue with it though. It's a bit too fast. If I step on the pressure plate and take too long to get up there, I'll get dragged back down. So I kind of have to like sprint at it and hold the space bar. And even then, sometimes it just isn't fast enough. Like I've managed to make it up most of the time. And then there's sometimes where I'm just too slow. So there definitely needs to beat them work done on this, I need to figure out how to slow down the pressure plate. So I might play around with that in like a creative world and then come back here and then work on it off camera or something. But for the most part, it works, and I can now get up and down, even if it's a slight bit inconvenient at the moment. But you know, it works. Another idea actually might be to, I just thought about this right now actually, is I put an extra piece, I put like a pressure plate here. Actually, let's do this real quick. So, let's move this door, like right here. We push this back to being planks. And then we put a pressure plate right here. Then we put one more block of water here, but it's not a Thorpe block. I should get to the Thorpe block now. My hope is that with it one more block higher, we should be able to just walk out without having the whole space bar the whole time. Let's try it. No. We're at the bottom floor. It's not enough. Wait. It's still the same distance. Try it again. Dang it. Nope. One more time. Ah, come on. Oh, that was. Come on. No, yeah. I don't. We'll have to fix this at some point because it's not working super well. There we go. Yeah, no, this extra source block is not working super well. We could maybe put a sign here and then like have it drift down. Because this block is no longer a source block, but this one's a source block, but this one isn't. No. I'll think of something. Like I mentioned, I'll play around with it and see if we can fix it. But for now, it's working well enough that I think we can move on and start furnishing the actual room. I'm thinking maybe we push this wall back one, so I have like an extra row to work with, because this elevator kind of a bit bigger than I would have liked. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. And we're back. So that was a bit of a longer cut than I would have liked. Basically what happened was the server had some technical issues for the past couple days, and so I haven't actually been able to be on it in a bit. But while that was happening, I did do a bit of like creative planning for the interior. It's not much, and we can always add to this later, but for now, yeah. So I did actually have to extend the sub basement a bit. We now have a much larger room for my desk, and we also have this lovely little mini chandelier here. So in my chest over here, this is just some random blocks that I've been digging up, and in here we have some more creative stuff. I spent a bit of time gathering up spruce wood, because the thing with my vase is that there is a lot of dark oak and a lot of like black blocks. So to match the interior of the main build, as well as to add a bit more contrast, we have some lovely spruce in here. My pickaxe is gonna need to get repaired soon, but that's alright. So we got some bookshelves, we have a lectern, we have some of the chiseled bookshelves, and we have some random spruce stuff here. So let me open up the picture I took so I can look at the bookshelf design I have. So I'm thinking, did I have any block at the bottom? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. So here we're going to kind of have like a 3-block center here. We're gonna put some bookshelves here, and then that there. At the very, where's my scaffolding? I might need to push the roof up again. The reason why I did an expansion was because If I put the roof up, I'd have to redo the water stream. If I pushed it down too much, I'd have to redo the redstone. So the only logical solution was to just kind of steep it down a bit. I think it worked out fairly well, but we'll see, we'll see. So then, this is the full block. And I just remembered that the bookshelf was like too thick, but I don't feel like pushing the wall back again, so... Oh, it don't have to be too thick, because there's the frame for the books. Kind of sounded like a villager there. Okay, let me do this. Wait, no, if I break the bookshelf, it's gonna... what I hate about bookshelves. Oh, wait, I had a silk touch pickaxe. I can just mine it with a pickaxe. I totally forgot I could do that. It didn't occur to me that it's not an act, but it'll still work. Anyway, so I'm thinking let's build the chair and the desk first, because those are gonna be going in the middle. So we need space for those. Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. I'll pick some slabs. Also, because it's now Saturday instead of Tuesday, for me at least, it's now beach party time. So in like a couple hours, we'll be heading over to do that. That'll be pretty fun. So originally I was planning to take advantage of the fact that we can now sit on like carpet blocks, like snow blocks and stuff like that. But I decided there's already a command in the server for sitting down, like anywhere. It's just /sit. So I really didn't need carpet at all. It's a good thing because it will allow me to make these chairs a bit smaller. I forgot the banner, so let's run upstairs real quick. Oh. I did figure out a bit for the swapper. Hold up. I did figure out a bit for the swapper. If I swim up the stream when it switches, I'll be able to make it up perfectly and fine. Perfectly in time. Perfectly fine. Which is nice. I need a stick. And then we got the banner. So yeah, I do plan on recording the beach party. It'll be its own separate video though, because last time it took forever. I imagine it's going to be a bit faster this time because we know what we're doing now. Or at least the planning committee knows what they're doing now. Oh, the owner's online. That's cool. But I'm imagining it's still... I imagine it's still going to be a fairly long event. Despite that, that'll be its own recording. Similar to what I did for the... Maybe I should have made it now? I think it's fine. Similar to what I did for the... I'm gonna have to put... I'm definitely gonna have to push the wall back. Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be annoying. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So, like I did with the dungeon crawling, I did at the crypt last episode where it was a separate video. Late in that one, I cut part of the actual combat in it. For this one, it's just too long. I'll stay in and show you guys my beach skin, and then after that, it'll have to just be a cut, and then back to the video itself, which is fine. In other news, I finally made my character bio while the server was offline a couple days ago, which is great news because now it means that I can actually participate in other people's lore because I have a character, and it's not just like an out of character thing. So yeah, my idea when it comes to doing lore on this series on this server, for my personal lore, it'll mostly just be like little bits before and after episodes. I'm not like a huge lore person on my own, so I feel like using the lore to frame what I'm doing at the beginning, or using it to cap off an episode at the end, works better for me than if I try staying in character the entire time. Now, the reason I made a character in the first place was so that I can interact with other people's lore in a more like serious manner. So that lore will be from the perspective of my character. Not that this lore wouldn't be, but what I mean to say is that I would simply just be in character more when I'm making lore with other people compared to when I'm just talking to myself and talking to you guys, the audience. If that makes sense. Oh, I need to... Yeah, that wall can go. The beach party was pretty fun last time. I really enjoyed it, despite how long it took. We started at 5, and I think we ended at like 10 at night. 9 or 10 at night. And then I stayed on even longer, recording most of my first episode, because I forgot that I had... No, I didn't forget, but that was like my last week of vacation for winter break. So I wanted to get the episode out before then, and I also wanted to just, you know, play as much Minecraft as I could before having to slow down a bit on it and focus on school. They changed the prizes a bit for the scavenger hunt. I really want to win that full set of goblin gear. Oh, my inventory is full. Mostly because I've yet to get anything from the big guy, from the goblin chief. And I also have yet to get that magic staff thing. Which is annoying because as you saw last episode, or actually, as you saw earlier in this video, I was trying to go for it and it just wasn't dropping. I don't actually know what the drop rate for those things are, so maybe I'll check that later, just for curiosity. Also, let me know how I can improve my commentary. You know, I have been told I was charismatic before. I personally don't see it too much, but I do think charisma is a good skill to have, so I want to work on it. Wait, I didn't actually need to dig out that far. Anyways. Yeah, charisma is a good skill to have. So if I can work on that via making videos, that'd be great. Yeah, let me know how I can improve. I take all criticism, constructive criticism, you know. Anyway, so let's look on the bookshelf now. So it's right. I used the trapdoor already. So let's take some more trapdoors. Onto the pressure plate. There we go, that should be enough. Okay, so it's like bookshelf here. Oh right, yeah, I gotta craft some more bookshelves. I've already forgotten how to make this bookshelf. I just looked at it like 5 minutes ago. Let me recraft those bookshelves real quick. No, let's pull up the picture again real quick, just so I can be sure. Alright, so take this, and then my inventory is a mess. There's just always so much stuff I need to use at all times. Wait, no, I've already messed this up again. I'm really... Okay, so. The bookshelves go in the inner layer. And then we have some chisel bookshelves as well to replace some of these with. There we go. And then we have this bottom layer shouldn't be here. One more layer on top. What? Where'd it go? Are you kidding me? I need to touch for those as well? Dang. Did not know that. Okay, we'll put you there. And then you two there, because I don't want the frame to get in the way of in the way of anything. There we go, that there. And that there. Then we have a full spruce plank. No, we don't. It's a slab here, and then this whole roof is slabbed. No, it's not. If I haven't just planned out, it doesn't seem like I do, but I do, don't worry. So, there we go. That's there. We need some more slabs. Ah, dang it. Okay. Then we break you. Then we, no, that's trapdoors there. But this can be slabs. Not there, but it's right at the bottom. Look at the trapdoors really first, actually. How do you make trapdoors again? It's 4? No, it's a crafting table. 2, no, it's 6. I just like the fact that trapdoors are more expensive than slabs. There we go, that, and then these, where the slabs go. And these slabs go right here? No. They go right there. There we go. I need more trapdoors now. Oops. I just made pressure plates. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. This is why we do things the old-fashioned way. I don't need more trapdoors. I don't think I realized how many trapdoors this build takes. But there we go. Bookshelf number 1 complete. Pretty nice bookshelf. I was just kind of experimenting with things. It's not even centered to the desk either. Well, it's a 3-block center to a 2-block center. I could just make the desk like 1 block, but nah, it doesn't really matter. I think it's fine. Anyway, now we just have to mirror it on this side. And there we have it. There is the second bookshelf. I'm really liking how the place is coming together. I think it's coming together really nicely. I want to put some like texturing and some details somewhere. Maybe I'll put like some like deep slate walls here or something. I don't really know. Maybe those are stone brick walls. Yeah, maybe put like stone brick walls here like this. I kind of like that actually. The alternative is to keep the cyan color coming in here and do it out of cyan gloss like that. I kind of like that better actually. Do that instead. But yeah, so keep in mind this is my study. It's not my lab necessarily. It's connected to my lab, but it's my study. I don't know how I'm going to get to the actual lab. Maybe it's going to be like one of these books I can pull out or something. That might lead to a redstone signal, or maybe it'll be just a regular door somewhere. I don't really know. But on the plus side, of course, we can sit on our chair and look all important and stuff as we write down our findings and our scientific investigations. Yeah, I love how this room came out. Got the little chandelier here, very small. But yeah, I'll probably put like a flower pot here or something. I got some bricks I can use. Just a little decoration here and there. And we still have 2 hours to go till the beach party. So that's some pretty good progress, if I do say so myself. So I am now back from the beach party. It was pretty fun, again, you know? The games were pretty much the same as last time, with the exception being that we skipped Battleship, and we ended up doing the relay race instead. So that was fun. My team started off in first place, and then we ended up in last place by the time I went out to run. I also participated in the archery this time. I didn't just let him watch. That was fun. I did much better than I thought I would. Sadly, I didn't end up getting any more doubloons. We still have 491. We got a bit more. I was able to sell some of the iron I had. Oh, dang it. Behind me. Okay. What's wrong? There we go. I was able to sell some of the iron I had on me, which brought us up a tiny bit. So that was pretty good. Sadly, I don't think it'll be enough for me to get it today. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'll definitely be able to get it by tomorrow, but sometimes I'm a bit impatient. So we'll see if I can do anything about that. But other than that, I think that is where I will end off today's video. I think we did amazing progress today. We did some quests. We did the beach party, which I didn't really record. More importantly, of course, we got our study fully complete, which looks amazing. I'm so happy with how it came out. The only thing really left to do for the base is the actual lab part. Luckily, I have a blaze rod that I got from doing the blaze quest. I can actually make a brewing stand or two, and I can actually make it look pretty scientific. So, yeah. That'll be all for me today. Hope you guys had an amazing time, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! I've done it. I've infused mana into my sword. I can feel its power. I can feel the power of this realm coursing through its blade. It's incredible. This will do nicely.